What up, fish people? Kenny E and the lovely Danny E with Danikin Aquatics here for your Sunday night stream. I'm going to real quick go through and welcome everybody that's come. First of the night was the Amy with Sand Creek Aquatics. And then followed closely by Griffin Fish Room. Scott's Aquatics in the house. How are you, sir? Anthony's Fishy Friends. Good to see you, Anthony. Sandy Daughtry, good to see you. William Pridemore, good to see you, sir. Mr. Dragon Lair in the house, good to see you. Atkins Natural Aquariums is in the house. And Nature Aquariums. Yes, dear. Thank you for the correction. And let me make sure I haven't missed anyone. Aquaballs, good to see you. Jessica with Manes, Tails, Fur, and Fins, good to see you. And Aquaballs, George, good to see you. Brian with Pepperland Creek Aquatics, always great to see you. Big J's Fish Keeping in the house. Tim Edwards, good to see you, brother. Gnarly Fish Tanks in the house. The lovely Candy Overhauls, the great mod in the house. The other Tiffany is here as well. Well, guys, I'm going to Think Tanks. Welcome. Carol, always great to see you. As you guys know, we have a special guest tonight. We have Lazarus the Fish Boy, all the way here from Australia. So without any further ado, I'm going to bring him on up. We'll go ahead and give him the Danikin welcome. Lazarus, how are you, sir? Welcome to our channel.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Man, I'm digging the hat and the glasses, man. That's way cool.
Thanks. Thought you like it.
So I think you were going to have him big and us little?
I can do this.
Let's hope so. There you go. Wrong person, though.
You are funny, Edwards.
Hello, everybody. No, the wrong one.
Whoa. Hi.
All right, Danielle, we're going with the trio. Leave me alone.
Okay.
There we go. I like this layout like this.
There you go. Okay.
All right. So now that we got that figured out, so Lazarus, tell us a little bit about what you like to keep and what your favorite fish is.
Okay, so I like to keep more peaceful aquarium fish. I have 5 aquariums and a mini pond. So I even have a few aggressive fish. I have an electric yellow cichlid and a Siamese flying fox shark. So I do keep a few like little aggressive ones, but they're mostly peaceful. This tank here is a peaceful community tank with just a platy, 9 neon tetras, 3 male guppies, 6 white tip tetras, and 2 German blue ram cichlids. So yeah, I also have I love breeding live bearers. They're my favorite. So I have a mix of male and female. A mix of platy and swordtail fry just down there and back there. So I have about 25 fry, and my male platy and my female swordtail, they're bred together. So those are their babies. So that'll be interesting to see how that turns out. But my favorite fish currently would have to be, I always change, but at the moment it's guppy fish. I'm thinking of making this a guppy only aquarium at some point. So let's hope.
Well, I can tell you, I can understand that, man. I went on that nationwide tour and I met a lot of people with guppies, and they kind of got me hooked on it now. So we've been acquiring a few guppies ourselves.
Nice, yeah.
So Jeffrey Watts in the chat says, Lazarus' future so bright. He's got to wear sunglasses.
Oh, you want me to put them back on? Okay.
So Lazarus, how long you been YouTubing?
Since last year December, so literally at the start of this year. So
nice.
It's been a pretty interesting experience. Trying to cut down on videos just so I don't get too much into YouTube, you know, and actually take care of the fish. So yeah.
Right. Right. Well, what I do is I kind of mix them while I'm doing my chores. If I see something cool, I'll take video then, you know.
Mm.
If you're doing video, it's proof that you're actually taking care of your fish because you're not seeing them unless you're taking the time to videotape them, right?
Yeah.
So that says you're in your tanks. So anyway, so what would you say your favorite fish is then of all your fish?
Probably the ranchy goldfish outside called chub.
Chub?
He's a very little. He's a little ranchy goldfish. He's got a huge belly, and like all ranchy goldfish, he kind of stops and drifts up and lets the filter take him down. And he just does that all day long, and he's just got a great little personality. And is a calico one, so it's got a bit of red speckling over him and a bit of black speckling, and then his main base is white. It's really interesting to watch, and yeah, I called him Chubs because he is, chubby. So
That's
yeah,
way cool. So I was gonna welcome Grumpy Mike's Fish to the chat, as well as Chewy Ltd. Bob Kaler in the house. He says, "What's up, Laz?" And you got Think Tanks Aquatics, and then we have also got Crystal's Pets and Plants has made it in. Good to see you, Crystal. Then my good friend from Poland, Christian, is here. Good to see you, sir. Hi to Poland.
And Katrina Elliott is in. She's awesome fish, Lazarus.
yeah. Thanks. Have you ever kept goldfish before?
I did, yes, in Hawaii. Mostly I like the black morays. I like the way that their eyes pop off of their head. I absolutely love them. I'm really intrigued by the panda goldfish. I've been doing a bunch of research on them. Not sure they stay the black and white, but I would like to maybe try those. And I think they're really, really, really neat fish. I enjoy the fact that they eat duckweed, which helps get it out of my tanks. Yep. So, if you could have any fish in the world, if price was no object, or you could get it and you could have it, what would be the one fish you would want most in the world that you don't have?
Okay. So
I should have warned you before you came on my show that Danny asked a lot of questions, Lazarus.
Okay. So you mean saltwater or freshwater? I need either one.
Whatever
Anytime.
you want, any kind.
If money's no object, tank size is no object, availability is no object, what would be like your holy grail fish?
Probably a mandarin fish.
I love those. The mandarin goby?
I think so.
Yeah, those are one of my faves.
Yeah,
them are fantastic. I did an information report on them for school last year, so now I kind of know how to care for them. But I don't think I'm gonna get into the saltwater side of things for a long time. I like freshwater, of course. It's very easy, yet there is some really hard fish out there to challenge you. So, yeah.
So true, so true. So why don't you tell our audience about what you were telling us before about the cello and where you applied to and stuff, because that's really super exciting.
Yeah, so I a few weeks ago, so I've been playing the cello since some end of kindergarten, so about 7th year or something. Yeah, 7th year. Almost been 7 years, and I thought, and then for the past few years, I've been working towards VCAS, which is Victorian College of the Arts Secondary School. So it's like a very fancy school. So I wanted to audition to it with the cello, and I've been doing like an hour practice every morning, trying to work towards it. Then I did the audition this year because I'm in grade 6, going to year 7, so I'm old enough now. So I did about a month ago. And then I did a second audition. I got through the first one. They got me to do the second audition 2 weeks ago. we found out about a week and a few days ago that I had gotten in.
Yay! That's
Uh-oh.
so exciting.
Yeah.
So, well, we have a question for you. The Miss Candy Overhauls is saying that she sees that you have bird pictures behind you. Are you into photography and birds as well?
Well, actually, if you look, I'm in my bedroom and I have photos all along here of fish and stuff. I just did a few years ago. I just thought that I just got a bunch of photos of fish and animals off Google. I just put them all in templates and stuff and print them out and just lay them all across my bedroom and just have lots of fish and everything to look at. So yeah, and then I thought why not I had a few birds in, so I did, and yeah, I still like all animals. I love them. Just if I had to choose, it'd be fish as my favorite. But man, I'm a nature lover here, so yeah.
Nice.
Sometimes when I play tennis, during tennis comp, there is a beetle on the tennis court or a bee, and I help it get across to the other side before we start the next game, because I don't want to squash it. And then there's always the people saying, "Lazarus, hurry up! Just come on, play!" And like, no, I need to save this guy. He's native, and I won't. I'll do anything I'll do anything to the non-native animals, as I really think only native animals should be here, because it's really sad to see how the non-native the introduced, let's say, come over and take over the natives population. So yeah, I'll do anything for the environment, and I just think here in Australia we really need to take action now and throughout the world. But yeah, so I guess that conversation took off a bit, but
That's okay. That's all right. We are enjoying you very, very much.
So
Super.
Grumpy Mike says, yeah, he thinks that perhaps the panda goldfish may have been released too soon. He says his panda Maury is now orange and white, and everything else that he reads the says. So.
See, yeah, that's what I'd heard about them. So they end up getting the other colors besides just the black and the white, but they're so pretty with just the black and the white that I'd really like to find one that stayed that way.
yeah.
Let me also welcome to the chat Miss Pam with Punchy Paints, Sicklets23. Grumpy's Mike, I don't think I said hello to you when you came in. And Regis, in answer to your question, yes, we are loving the fact that we can now see blue skies again. And welcome to the chat, Regis. Sorry about that there, Lazarus.
And Byron Bowman, hello.
Hey, Byron, how are you?
So we had some fires, Lazarus, and in our state the last couple of weeks, and they were pretty bad. Over 1 million acres burned, and I know you guys had fires down there this last year. Were you affected by the fires down there at all?
No, that was more in the inner part of Australia. We're in the Melbourne range, so more a bit closer to the ocean. But yeah, we don't. No, we did go to one Thaggy, which was in South Gippsland. Wait, I forgot which Gippsland the fire was on, but we went to the opposite Gippsland that the fire was in. So yeah, I thought, but yeah, we weren't affected. But I think one of our friends' house got ruined by the fires. But yeah, it was pretty sad though. On TV, seeing all the people having to, evacuate and stuff, and seeing their homes being ruined, and seeing the animals, they're like the koalas all stuck on the trees, not being able to do anything. I saw some of them got really burnt, but they still survived. Still, yeah, there's always something going on in the world that needs to be done. Like first it was, the bushfires. Now it's COVID-19. There's going to be something afterwards, I'm sure.
Yes. So you were telling Ken and I before the stream started that you can't really go a certain distance from your house. You want to tell everybody in the chat and stuff what that is?
Yep. We're in stage 4 lockdown down here, so I cannot. There's no like proper fish stores around here that sell healthy fish, at least that are in my 5 kilometer range, because we can't travel further than 5 kilometers, and it's just the start of holidays now, so I have 2 weeks hanging out here at my house doing not much. So yeah, I hope soon I can actually go to the pet store and actually go busking, because I play the cello on my streets to earn some money, and man, it actually works pretty well, and then that's how I pay for the fish. But yeah, we did have actually 40 new cases about 3 days ago, and now we're sitting on 11 cases. So
So
yeah,
lockdown's helping, sounds like.
yeah, there was a big drop 2 days ago. So we hopefully in a week or two we'll be able to travel outside of the 5 kilometer range. Fingers crossed.
So Chewy LTD says busking. So what is busking exactly?
So busking is basically you take an instrument or a talent down to a busy street, like at the shops or something, and you just do your talent in front of people. You like have a hat or a case in front of you. And if people like it, they'll give you $1 or $2 or a few cents. And if you do it for a while, you can make a pretty good amount. But it's always good to go near the busy areas. The sad thing though sometimes is where I used to go busking, there was lots of motorbikes there, so you could barely hear me. So yeah, you just need to be aware. Try not go to any spots where it's loud but still busy. One time though, I did busk on New Year's Eve night, and I made huge profit out of that. So go to really busy places if you do want to
So
go
what you're
busking.
saying is people tend to tip better when they've been drinking.
Or at least celebrating New Year's.
Yeah,
That's awesome. That is really cool.
very cool.
So I heard in one of your videos that you were feeding mosquito larvae to some of your fish. Do you do that a lot? And if so, where are you getting the mosquito larvae?
Yes, the mosquito larvae. Well, in the summer, I used to harvest mosquito larvae, but I don't anymore, and I never do feed them that, because the mosquitoes started getting out of control in the backyard. Because there were even just like these little puddles or in our pots or something that had a bit of mosquito larvae, so we just got rid of every single bit of water, because man, it was the backyard was swarming with mosquitoes. So yeah, I don't really I don't do that anymore, because I'll just feed them if I ever do want to feed them live foods. I'm just going to culture some brine shrimp or daphnia or something that won't that. In fact, it's actually illegal down here to culture mosquito larvae. I didn't know that, but still the fish loved it, and they actually showed really good coloration after eating it. So that it's a shame I have to stop, but I'm definitely going to feed them even more better food.
So I've got 2 questions for you from the chat.
So it says, Laz, what are you saving money for?
Well, I'm thinking of turning this tank here into a guppy breeding tank. So, of course, I can't go busking at the moment. I haven't been able to for the past 2 terms. So, I'm not really saving up for anything, so I don't have any money outside of my bank account. So, but once I do go busking again, I am going to save up to get some pearlweed for the bottom of this tank, and then get a bunch of breeder guppies. I already have 3 males in here, so I'll get another male and 7 females, and then yeah, that'll cost a bit of money getting all those guppies. So yeah, I will save up. It'll probably only take me 2 rounds of busking though to save up, so that's an advantage, I guess.
Cool, very cool. And then your other question, Chewy LTD would like to know if you've ever seen Steven Tyler busking Kelowna. I don't know if I butchered that name.
No, I haven't. I've never heard of Steven Tyler.
You don't know who Steven Tyler is? He is the lead singer of Aerosmith.
He's like, I don't even know who that is.
Oh my, do I feel old all of a sudden? But, that's awesome.
Go ahead.
So Dragon Lair says, cool, hope you have tiny food for them. Infusoria is best for a week. Wonder what he's talking about.
He's talking about Cichlids 23. He got something that he got some rainbows to breed, and he's got them in a bucket. And Dragon Lair was letting him know what to feed them. He's got brand new babies.
Aha. Kayla Aquatic wants to know if Laz has a PayPal.
No. Just
Nope.
a bank account with some money, that's all. For when I'm an adult or something, you know. Yeah, that's what
There
I'm
you
saving up for. An adulthood. Mm-hmm.
So one thing, I see you got over 1,000 subscribers. How is your watch hours?
Not so good because I normally get my videos short, so I don't get the most watch time. I'm currently sitting on 630. So yeah, not the best, but I'm getting there.
Sure.
You are getting there. You're doing a good job.
Now, as a minor, are you allowed to live stream or no?
Oh, that's the thing. Well, I can live stream but not show my face, but I didn't know that when I actually tried one day. So I tried it, and then it wouldn't let me show my. It would just stop the live stream at a minute, and I didn't know what was happening. I just kept trying, seeing if it was just a glitch or something, but it was actually really. After trying it a few more times, it said, here's why you might not be getting, not being able to live stream. And I did I asked them why I'm not allowed to, because my parents are fine with me live streaming, but so I have to wait for a response. But I haven't been able to live stream for 4 months now, so I'm desperate after watching all you people.
But hey, you're doing it now.
Doing on other people's channels is my only way of doing live streams, I guess.
So Roland Holtz wants to know how many tanks does Laz keep, and you said earlier 5. Was that correct?
And a mini pond, yeah.
And a mini pond. 5 in a mini pond.
Oh, a mini pond, like it's a very small.
Thank you, Big City Bettas. That's very nice of you to say. She says, Danny, your laugh makes me smile. Best laugh ever. Thank you very much. So I was watching the videos that you were doing, and I saw that they started in December of last year. Were you fish keeping prior to that, or because you said you'd been keeping them for a couple of years at least? Is that correct?
Yeah, so I just thought, well, after keeping fish for about half a year, I wanted to make a YouTube channel, but my parents wouldn't let me, so I just made, pretend ones through iMovie and just stored them on my dad's iPad, just practiced, I guess. And then last year, when I started my YouTube channel, before that, I managed to persuade my mum to let me make a YouTube channel. And my dad was too busy. He was always going to gigs to help me out because he already has one. But so I had to make it all by myself. And it was interesting. I spent hours that month trying to figure out how to, make a channel and make videos and stuff. But I eventually got the hang of it, and now I can make a video like that within like an hour or so. So really,
you're talking edited videos?
Yeah, editing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a step ahead of me, pal.
I see a lot of people ask what streaming software I use, and I just use iMovie, and they always say, "Whoa, I never knew you could do some of that stuff on iMovie." So yeah, laptop versions of iMovie are really good, especially the old Mac OS X version, whatever it is. All the old iMovie on the Apple Macs.
Mm-hmm. My dad loved those. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Put these off for a second.
Getting a little dark.
Yeah, you can keep them off. You're good with it, man. So let me ask you this: what do you plan to do with yourself when you get old? Get get to be an adult, what are you dreaming of doing one day?
Yes. So during the day, I'm gonna have a fish garage full of fish tanks, and then and then I'm gonna maintain it and possibly have a small channel during the day, and then at nighttime, I'm going to be a cello player and play in the orchestras.
Nice.
Because the funny thing is, my sister is a ballet dancer. She wants to be a ballerina, and she definitely is going to be. I guarantee you that. But
is it your younger sister, older sister?
Oh, older sister, yeah.
Older sister.
Older, yeah. So she's really taking it seriously. She's in the Australian Ballet School, but I am thinking of I could possibly. She's going to be in the Australian Ballet Company, and then I'm going to be in the orchestra playing the music for her with all the other, and then she's going to be on stage. So let's see if that happens.
So now, is your parents musicians as well, or?
My dad is a big musician. He has about 50 keyboards. Not 50, but about 20. Actually, I counted 22, but he probably has a few more since I last counted. And he has a lot of computers with all these systems and making different sounds. He even just developed an orchestra on a keyboard, so you can have different parts on an orchestra and play on the keyboard. So that's fascinating. But if without my dad, there would be no cello, because he was the one who got me a cello one day, and he said we should have lessons and stuff. Although I wanted to become a cello player before that, because my sister was always playing violin, and we always went to music concerts where, last year we even saw Yo-Yo Ma playing. So I'm very lucky to be able to see all these amazing artists. Like, we even saw Queen start of this year before lockdown.
Oh, nice.
And Elton John.
So you saw Queen with Adam Lambert then, right? Nice.
We were just going to a doctor's appointment, it was, for my leg, because I had a dodgy leg. We got there, and it was right next to where Queen was happening. I was very jealous, and then we standed in front of the sign saying Queen with Adam Lambert, just the main sign. And then my parents asked, "Where are we going, lads?" I'm like, "Oh, I see." And then that's where it started, and we actually went to Queen that night instead of the doctors. So they. But man, that was one of my favorite surprises that's ever happened. Mm-hmm.
I don't blame you.
That's great. Oh, how fun. So my friend Roland wants to know, when you get your driver's license, are you going to go native fish collecting?
Yeah, I could actually. I might go into little creeks, collect some. Well, around here there are no native fish because they're all taken over in the waterways by the mosquito fish and the carp. But if I go up in the upper parts of Australia, like to Western Australia or something, I could possibly find some rainbow fish or some native ghost shrimp. That might be cool. But yeah, for now I'm not sure. I definitely will collect wild fish though, but then most of my fish will be bred from aquariums. So yeah, it is fun though, going into the wild and collecting some fish. It's something I've been doing for a while. And the fish trap, have you heard of the plastic bottle fish trap?
No.
It's basically, you get a bottle, you cut off the top part, and then you put it inside out, stick it in,
Okay.
put some thread in, chuck it out in the waterway, and you'll get some mosquito fish within no time. I used to do that regularly, but of course I can't right now. But yeah, it's a really fun little thing, and just I love fishing. Do you guys love fishing?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So what do you fish for? What's your favorite thing to go fishing for?
Well, I never really go fishing in fresh water, but in the salt water near my holiday house, I catch lots of Australian salmon, mullet, Australian herring, sometimes King George whiting, a few little flatheads every now and then, sometimes some really good sized silver trevally.
Ooh, trevallies are fun to catch.
Yes, I love catching them. The one time we got a 33 centimeter one.
Oh,
But
nice.
also one time I was fishing off a jetty, and I was just flicking a Kmart plastic Kmart lure, just wishing for a fish to bite on it. Kept flicking it on the surface, reeling it in, blah blah blah. And then after the 100th time of doing it, a ginormous fish, I know about that big, got on the line. It started giving a big tackle, and it was very unexpected because I thought I had to catch nothing, and yeah, then I reeled it in, got it out of the water, and it snapped.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
It was a big
Oh
fish
my
I
god.
caught, but I saw, because by the time I got it close to the pier, I saw it looked like a big salmon, and then I think a guy caught that salmon a few days later, when I was fishing the same spot. He seemed to catch the exact same size, exact same look of fish, so could have been the
That is way cool. Wanted to say hello to Sharon Miller and Diego joining the chat. Welcome.
And people are really enjoying you, Lazarus. They're making nice comments over
Yeah.
in the thing, just saying that you're so bright and that you're just so interesting, and that's really great.
Well, the one thing I enjoy is that there's actually kids out there that still have interest in fish. That part I love, which
Yeah.
tells me the hobby has a future.
Yeah.
Somebody has to take the reins when all of us old folks start to fade out.
Yeah.
So do any of your friends keep fish too, or just you?
Pardon?
Do any of your friends keep fish?
Two of my friends, they already had fish, but they never took care of it. They were just like an average fish keeper who just had fish. So my friend Theo, he had a 35-liter tank, I think it was. Sorry. And he had some white skirt tetras. He had about two. And when I came to visit his place, I saw the tank, and it was pitch black inside. There was muck everywhere, algae everywhere, light not on, of course artificial plants, and overall not a good look. And then I started educating him on fish every time we walked to the park from our school. And I just eventually he started doing water changes, scrubbing the tank. Of course, not all the way down, but cleaning it a bit. Cleaning the gravel, and then I showed him he could get more fish. He went to the fish store with me, and then we grew his fish tank to currently he has 3 female platies, 3 lepidanios, 4 white skirt tetras, and I think that's it. So yeah, it's looking
That's
really
really
good.
great. I am so glad you were able to influence your friend.
Then I have another friend though. He already had a fish, but he didn't take good care of it either. And anyway, and then I actually eventually inspired him to get even another tank. So that's a whole different level. But yeah.
That is true. So what's your favorite thing to do with your fish tanks? Like mine, one of the things that I love to do is the plants. I like to take care of the plants as much as I like to do the fish. Is it just the fish part of it, or do you have plants?
Yes, I am a big live plant fan because I like that natural feeling in the aquarium. I'm not a big fan of plastic plants at all because I just like to mimic the wild in a way. And live plants, they just, bring a bit more effort into the aquarium hobby. You actually have to take care of them as well. Sadly, in this aquarium, you can't see many plants at all. It used to be filled with plants, well, not filled, but the bottom used to have, a decent amount of plants. It's just, this tank used to be much worse in the tannin side of things. So this is more of a low light aquarium because the light doesn't do the best job of getting all the way to the bottom. So yeah, the plants aren't doing good at all in here. But I am going to get some pearlweed, and they are a great low light plant, so they should survive well. And then they'll just be that. They'll be the only plant in here, as well as a few rocks and a few other hiding spots. And then I guess that's a whole tank, a whole beautiful aquascape just being there that people will love to look at. So yeah, that's but all the other tanks in my 90 liter, I do have a really good amount of plants. It's very jungle like in that tank. Then I have one just back there. I can actually just show you here, but it's a river themed aquarium. So right, the reflections are bad, so let me put it to blind quickly. So I'll get the light, spotlight it. But yeah, this has got some fry in it, so no filter, no CO2 aquarium. So yeah, just we take a look. I'll just unscrew this. In here
wow.
we have some dwarf gold rush right there. We have an unknown plant there, an unknown plant there, unknown plant there, and another unknown plant there. If any of you know what these type of plants are, let me know. That'd be great. But yeah, then there's these sword platy fry. So they're a mix, as I said, the sword platy and the swordtail and platy. So I call them sword platy fry. So yeah, they're doing really great, growing up fast. So really happy with that.
It's a beautiful tank.
I can show you this tank too while we're at it. We got the white tip tetras and all, and then just this is a Wallstad method tank, so I have the soil on the bottom. That's what created the tannins. But I thought I've never had a tannin aquarium before, so why didn't I just this tank can just be a black water aquarium. So I'm gonna make it like that and keep it like that. Looks kind of cool too. And then I just recently moved the male platy that was in the 90 liter because that had the bait that bred with the swordtail, but he was getting stressed out too much by the swordtail, and he wasn't doing good at all because it appears the swordtails and platies, they actually oh, what should I say, they don't, oh yeah, sorry, swordtails, both the male and female, tend to be really aggressive in my experience. Like I used to keep a male, and he was always taking nips at the other fish, and then and even the female seems to be a big greedy little swordtail as well. So yeah, I don't recommend keeping like really slow moving fish with swordtails. Not recommended. They are live bearers though, but not all live bearers are peaceful. Just know that.
So you've had another question come up. Chewy LTD wants to know if you have thought of becoming a performing marine biologist like Jack Dalton, who sang with Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, had his own band from Australia.
Oh, yeah. I was going to be a marine biologist, but I will at least not 100% sure, but yeah, depends what part of the marine biologist system, of course. But I just really just want to I love keeping fish, mainly, in aquariums. I think just aquariums are really cool, so yeah, at least I'll stick to that for a while. But then if I get really into fish, once I have like a fish room and stuff, could possibly become a marine biologist and maybe just study from home and just observe some aquarium fish. Like I'll get a native tank and observe it through an aquarium and see how they go. Something like that. But yeah, hopefully the cello will help me pay for the fish room.
There you go. Well, speaking of the cello, did you want to play a song for us real quick?
Okay. If my dad is watching, then come bring up the cello. I'm sure he's watching. Yeah, he'll just pick up the cello in a minute. But yeah.
All this talk of cello, we might as well get at least one song out of it before you go, and that way they can see how you play.
Yeah.
You are so much fun to have on. Thank you so much for coming tonight.
No worries.
You're really just a total gem.
Thank you.
But yeah, so what's the biggest tank that you ever want to have?
Well, I probably 100-gallon. Oh, maybe not. That's probably a bit too big. Actually, yeah, 100-gallon. Probably no bigger though. There won't be enough room. Yep. Just coming up with a cello now, as I expected. I knew it.
Hi, Dad.
Just coming in. There he is. Okay. I'll just turn my camera off while we get set up.
Okay.
I'll still be here though.
Okay. See, he's really talented with all of this. The cameras, the picking them up, moving it, the setting it back up, turning it off. And I can learn so much from Lazarus.
Tank in the back there?
No. Let's just do it here.
Alright. You got room?
Yep.
What are you going to play? Tell us away.
Yeah. No, actually, I'll do something more. I know more. There we are. Dylan.
Thanks, Dad.
Yes, thank you, Dad.
You got room for your bow?
Yeah, just I moved back, then I had this room here, so
Test it out first because you might find it squished.
Be careful of the chair.
You got room?
Yeah.
So there you go.
What shall I play?
Tell us with.
Really? Okay. I've only just lined it, so you don't.
Awesome.
That is so great.
Really
I
awesome.
love it.
Thank you, Lazarus.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
Everybody in the chat was enjoying it too. They're saying you're going to be a star. And there's lots of claps and awesome. The other Tiffany says he makes that look so easy. Well done.
Yeah, you're getting lots of claps here.
Yeah, awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing that for us. That was so special. Love
Great
it.
Anytime.
Well, you are super fun to have on. Thank you so much. I seriously thank you. This is great.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for having me on. I always love meeting new people.
Well,
Talking
if me
about
and
fish.
Danny ever make it to Australia, we'll be sure to look you up.
Yeah. You can meet us
Yeah.
someplace and say hi.
Of course, it'll be after all this stuff's behind us, but Australia is one of the places that Danny and I plan to visit. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Great wildlife too.
So
Can I tell you
Atkins Nature Aquarium says, thank you, Laz. You did amazing. Super talented young man indeed. Yeah, so many people are so impressed. This is great. Too fun. So
thanks
back
to my
to
dad.
fish. Oh, thanks to your dad. Yes, definitely. Thanks to your dad.
let me welcome Catfish Terry, Jason with Redfish, Bluefish to the chat. Welcome, guys.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, that was super fun. So, what is the biggest fish that you own right now?
The electric yellow cichlid. It's about 12 centimeters long, and it is in my 20-gallon, so it should be in a bigger tank. It is with a few peaceful fish though, but they all get along fine. I mean, you may think, oh, you're just probably saying that they probably chase each other all day, but the electric yellow cichlid, because there's lots of hiding places in the aquarium for the electric yellow cichlid.
Mm-hmm.
So he always has a new territory every month or so. So he's always happy. He doesn't bother the fish too much. The only problem is at feeding time he does get a bit aggressive because in the mornings I feed my fish flakes. He doesn't care about those, but in the afternoons I feed them cichlid pellets. I carry cichlid pellets, and he goes nuts for those pellets. And every time he knows when it's time, I feed him, and he's always just looking at me saying, "Hey, it's time. Come on, give me some."
Come on.
That's great.
Yeah, I can understand that. This tank behind me gets quite aggressive when I'm feeding those same pellets. So I know what you're referring to.
What are your biggest fish?
Our biggest fish right now would probably be the Oscars behind me.
Yeah.
Actually, the biggest fish is the big pleco in here. He's almost 2 feet.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but the one behind Ken, I think that's 135 gallon. The one that's behind him.
Yeah, our biggest tank is a 240 gallon.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Thanks, Roland.
Do you keep pets other than fish?
We have dogs. Now, Danny and I used to have a parrot for a lot of years, but he unfortunately started going into the breeding, basically where he wanted to become sexually mature or whatever, and he actually started attacking my children, so we had to get rid of him because he was biting my kids, so I couldn't have that. Our kids at our time were probably about your age, so
yeah,
a big flying biting bird was not something to be around. But his name was Charlie. I miss him. He was a great bird. I mean, he would always. I was the guy he was most attached to in the house, so he'd follow me everywhere.
Yeah.
You guys got pretty birds down there in Australia. I love the cockatoos, and yeah, and the you've got the. Do you have the macaws? No, not macaws. I can't. Oh, no, I can't remember if it was the eclectus.
Describe them.
The females are red with blue wings, and the males are green with peach. I'm not sure if they come from Australia or not. No, they're bigger than that. Bigger than the lorikeets.
Oh.
But Yeah, I can't remember where they come from. I was thinking Australia, but I could be wrong.
Hey, hello, Priscilla. Good to see you. Hey, redfish, bluefish. Now you're starting to sound like me. Smashing the fingers is never any fun. Says he was drilling manifolds. Hold on, I'll bring it up for you so you can see it. Says just drilling manifolds onto racks and mash my finger into oblivion.
Ouch. That's no fun. Now, see, Lazarus, you need to be super careful to not hurt yourself doing anything with fish tanks because of your cello playing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to protect them like they're gold, man.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That could be correct, Chewy. I might be thinking him. I just don't. I can't remember. I thought Eclectus came from Australia, but could be completely wrong. I just don't remember. They were one of the birds that I wanted to get and wanted to keep really bad. But
our plans were to breed them, and then we saw what the one did to our children. We're like, that's it on that.
But now that all my kids are grown and gone. So with the pictures that you have behind you, did you take all those pictures?
Oh no. Oh, geez, yeah. No, they're just photos off Google.
Okay.
Found some good ones, and then just put them into a piece of paper and created artwork.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Dragon Lair says the Eclectus come from Indonesia. Boy, was I way off.
Yeah. Went there a few years ago. It's a great little place.
Very loud, though. Very, very loud.
So other than fish, do you have any other pets?
Yes, I have a dog. It's a border collie. It's called Lenny. He's a sweetheart. He always never leaves us. In fact, funny story. One time my mom left Lenny outside the gate, and we didn't realize. And about 2 hours later, one of us had come out, and Lenny was just lying outside the gate wanting to come in. Normally, dogs will wander off and sniff and, maybe even run away sometimes. But Lenny, he can never do that. He has to be by outside because border collies are very... Oh, he's right here. Lenny, oh.
Aww.
Oh, yeah, Lenny. He's got a really dodgy leg at the moment, though, so... This is a very occasional time is loud on my bed, but
He's a beautiful dog.
he is. You're good. And then I also have two skinks and a gecko.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Just
what type of gecko?
A common house gecko. You just find around here. My dad found it in our peg box. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when we were in Hawaii, it was supposedly good luck to have those in your home.
Yeah.
The geckos, yep. Yes, Lenny is so pretty.
Yes, if only I could get the camera down a bit more. He's on me now. He's taken over me.
That's good, though.
Actually, how about people in the chat tell us if you have what other basic pets you have other than fish. If you do, that'd be interesting.
That's a very good idea.
If you don't mind me asking.
I've been to a lot of their homes in the last 30 days, so I know the answers for a lot of them.
Yes.
But I won't ruin the surprise.
And then right now we're babysitting my daughter's big huskies. Well, there's one husky, one Malamute, and so we've got 4 dogs now. They're big. Well, but the Malamute he's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 dogs that are ours, we have a Pomeranian Chihuahua named Gizmo, and then we have a little Yorkie.
Yeah, Chihuahuas are very cute.
So Maine's Tails Furs and Fins says she also has a border collie named Gracie, and that Ken has met her.
Yes, I have.
And then Dragonlair says, "You want the whole list?"
Yes,
Now
I
I'm going to get back to Jessica. You got more than just a dog there, Jessica. I was on top of one of your fine ponies.
And Priscilla says, "I got a dog that's smaller than my cat. Leopard, geckos, and soon, and oops, then it went flipping up. And soon,
the cat.
balls python."
Ooh. Now, in case everybody hasn't been listening, Big City Betas, Amber is, I'm guessing, wanting a cat pretty bad. So I guess we're going to all have to like hashtag Joseph's next stream and tell him hashtag cat for Amber or something. Because I've been in a few streams today and I've heard the cat mentioned a few times at this point.
Griffin's Fishroom says, "I have American game bantams." Are those chickens?
Yes, they are.
I thought that might be a chicken.
Now I like the other Tiffany. Does my husband count as a pet?
And Codyson says, "A crazy dog and 3 cats."
The Dragon Lair says 6 snakes, 3 day geckos, 1 redfoot tortoise, 3 Herman tortoises, and 1 blue tongue skink.
Oh yeah, blue tongue skink are epic little ones. Yeah, I think we saw. Wait, blue tongue lizards and blue tongue skinks different things?
No, they're both lizards. So
No, I mean like different types of lizards there.
I don't
Or
know. We'll have to Google that.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh, somebody must have heard us speaking his name.
What do you mean?
So everybody hit hashtag cat for Amber right now while he's in the chat.
Or Amber. That's funny. There we go. I did
there
it.
you go.
That's funny.
So we got about 3 minutes left. Is there anything you would like to ask us before we go?
What are your favorite fish?
Oh boy. Right now, I would say my favorite fish in my house is probably still top number 1 over the discus, followed closely by the mud skippers.
Oh yeah, mud skippers are cuties.
And my favorite fish that I don't have is a mandarin goby.
Mine are stingrays. I want freshwater stingrays. I'd like to have a freshwater moray eel, but after speaking to a few friends that have them, I think I'm not going to pass on that idea because they're quite known for getting out of their enclosures.
Yeah.
So, and Miss Candy, as always, on the spot, would encourage everybody to go on over to Griff's after my stream. He has an awesome stream as well, usually. Great guy. So, manes, tails, fins, furs, and fins is asking you how you like your guppies.
I love my guppies. And I love my new beta. My beta's a beauty. Absolute beauty. And so I got one from Jessica, as people know now. And he's just gorgeous. He's very, but a very different personality than some of the betas that I've had before. So that's been kind of fun.
He cracks me up. We have a ledge. I got a hang on the back filter that we don't use anymore, but I have it in there because it provides shade for some of the other fish. And he like gets on the ledge of that thing and just kind of chills, like almost like a dog or a cat laying in their yard. He just kind of hangs out up there and checks things out. Occasionally comes out and terrorizes the tetras, then goes back up. He cracks me up. He's a funny fish. So
Candy Overhaul says, "It was a pleasure to meet you, Lazarus, the fish boy."
Yes, Lazarus, I do appreciate you coming on our show today, young man. And you give hope to the fish community. I hope there's more kids like you out there. I really do. I mean, You're a sharp young man. Your parents did right, man.
And we just thoroughly enjoyed having you. Seriously. Thank you so much.
So, guys, as always, love your fish. Lazarus, is there a closing line you use on your show, man?
Pardon?
I said, do you have a closing line on your show?
Not really.
Not really? That's cool, man. So as always, guys, love your fish. This is going to be Kenny E with the legendary Lazarus the Fish Boy and the beautiful Danny E. Going to check out for this Sunday night. Be sure to head on over to Griffin Fish Room. And then if you guys haven't taken the time, check out Lazarus the Fish Boy's channel. Give him a like and subscribe. Great kid. And I think you'll be impressed with what he has. Has better videos than me. I'll just say that. But anyway, guys, like I always say, I appreciate each and every one of you. Moderators, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for giving me your time tonight. And let's head on over to Griffin Fish Room. And since it already came up, we might as well hit it home, Joseph. We're going to say hashtag cat for Amber. And everybody do that this whole week, and maybe we'll get her a cat by the end of the week. So anyway, guys, have a great night. It was good seeing each and every one of you. Head on over to Griffin Fish Room. See you guys later.
Thank you, Lazarus.
Bye.
Bye-bye.